This is TWiT. Here is, let's see, a picture of Mark Zuckerberg in his new virtual reality environment. They call it Horizon Worlds. Here's his Instagram. We're launching Horizon Worlds in France and Spain today. Looking forward to seeing people explore and build immersive worlds. And then there's a picture of a kind of a weak picture of the Eiffel Tower standing nowhere. I don't know what this is. Something in Spain. Is that supposed to be La Sagrada Familia? I guess so.
It is. I think so.
It's just so terrible. I can't tell. And who the hell is that? Is that a space alien? No, it's Zuck himself. Of course, immediately became a meme on Twitter and elsewhere saying he spent $10 billion for this. $10 billion last year alone.
I thought you were going to talk about that motherboard story of him in the.
I will.
That they found.
I will. That's
okay,
next.
Okay.
That's
all
next.
Right,
I'm going to talk about that too. I'm not sure which one you wanted to talk about, Owen. Did you want to talk about this? Horizon Worlds?
Yes. I mean, basically the fact that Mark Zuckerberg got cyberbullied into an upgrade to.
So he upgraded. Is this better? At least, well, okay. So look at this one. Hair, no texture. It's painted on his head. I don't know what's going on with the eyes. That's not his mouth. It's a very attractive mouth, but it's not his mouth. Here's the new, improved texture in the hair. His eyes aren't quite as massive. He looks like maybe his nose, he was broken a couple of times. Maybe it's riding that surfboard with the flag. I don't know how he did that. And the mouth does look a little more like his, although he still has.
It's kind of worse if you, if you think about the uncanny valley theory.
It's a very
it's trying to be realistic. But it's kind of falling in that trough of still not realistic enough. But
he posted on Instagram saying, "I know that photo I posted earlier this week was pretty basic." Which, by the way, in Zuck world, basic is about the worst thing you could be. But it's pretty basic. So here's a better one. He said, I just took it real quickly. Major updates to Horizon and Avatar graphics coming soon. I'll share more at Connect. Also, I know the photo I posted earlier this week was pretty basic. It was taken very quickly to celebrate a launch. Mark, you're one of the richest men in the world. You own outright one of the biggest companies in the world. It was taken very quickly. We were in a rush. The graphics in Horizon are capable of much more, even on headsets. And actually, I have to say, whatever this is down at the bottom, that's a little more suitable. It looks like some Greek ruin.
Sure.
Yeah. I'm still not, I've got to tell you, I'm not going to spend a minute in the Horizon Worlds.
Yeah. I feel the same way. I'm a huge gamer. If you leave me to my devices, I'll play Switch or PS5 all day. I don't know about this Horizon and the whole metaverse thing. Feels.
Do you do any? So, which VR games do you play? Do you use the Quest or?
I have a Quest 2, the new one. I played Arizona Sunshine, the zombie game, when it came out. I'm not super. They're not. I don't find the games to be very good, and so I don't really play. Half-Life was good. Half-Life Alyx, which came out.
Yeah, because those things, the face suckers. I didn't play it, but I would
Half-Life
imagine
is awesome too.
Those would be really scary in VR, like jumping out of nowhere.
Yeah, I'm more of a traditional either PC or console gamer, or I'd frankly just rather ride my bike than like Horizon Worlds or whatever.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I think I brought this point up one of the previous times I was on. I don't know that there's an amount of money you could give my adopted mother where she would spend any amount of time in Horizon.
Using her as an example of a real person, in other words.
Yeah, she's a normal person with a normal job. She's a professor. This is fundamentally uninteresting to her. Yeah. And if it's uninteresting to her and uninteresting to me as a giant nerd gamer, who is hyped about this? I don't know.
You guys at Protocol had I thought a really interesting interview with the product lead at Roblox, Josh Anon. I don't know if that's his real name. But they're doing it too. Roblox is going to do, last week the company announced a big step forward for its work on graphical fidelity with an update to the materials it lets its users create virtual worlds out of. Boy, if anybody could succeed in a virtual environment, it would be Roblox, right?
So I don't know if the graphics are the key thing. I mean, is it more the gameplay of the virtual worlds? I mean, that seems to be what makes
That's true of any
Roblox
game.
and Fortnite.
It's
so
true of any
successful.
game. Otherwise, people wouldn't play 8-bit games, right? It's the game.
Correct.
Yeah.
And Horizon Worlds isn't really a game, so
Well,
what
that's true
is
drawing
Drawing
it's a
people
social.
into it.
Yeah, it's a social. But is it not the case that this is Meta's future? Like they're all their hopes and fears and prayers are in this box called virtual reality?
Remember when Facebook was like where you went to play games? Like
Farmville.
Scrabulous
Yeah,
and
yeah.
Farmville.
Oh yeah, Farmville.
A lot of
And,
Farmville.
they more or less, just walked away from that entire market. I think if you are a game maker, though, you're going to have long memories of that period and think really long and hard if you want to have that same company as your partner in building out games on top of Horizon Worlds.
I'm also not crazy about the idea of a company owning my metaverse. Like, whose metaverse are you in? Are you in the Roblox metaverse or are you in the Facebook metaverse? It feels like it shouldn't be like that, right?
It's why NVIDIA is trying to do what it's doing with this, or what they're calling the Omniverse, which is this kind of cross-platform metaverse. And then they have quietly partnered with Pixar and Apple.
There you go.
And so if Apple does a headset, worst kept secret in tech world, in January or somewhere around there, perhaps it's built on this platform. So that's interesting. I do agree that people have lock-in fatigue, I think. And so something like the metaverse feels like I think something that people are going to be really wary about being just locked into an ecosystem.
Here's NVIDIA's Drive Sim, which NVIDIA, as you know, is very much into autonomous vehicles. This is designed for you to test your autonomous vehicles. This is, I actually recognize this tunnel. This is a tunnel I would drive every day to get from San Francisco to Marin. The Robin Williams Tunnel, I think it's called.
Yeah.
Yeah. This looks pretty good. I mean, this I could see maybe for a driving game or something like that. Yeah. Oh, actually, I guess it's in Germany now. Suddenly we're in Germany.
Come out of the tunnel in Germany.
Fahren auf der Autobahn. Okay, so they got the technology. Certainly they got the hardware.
I do think it's, as Owen said, until there's a compelling experience, even that's the one asterisk I'll put on my, ecosystem lock-in comment, is if there's an experience that a lot of people want, they may throw that to the wind, at least initially, to have an experience that they're really interested in. I think that's why you can argue that maybe Apple Arcade, which has been moderately successful for Apple, why it hasn't perhaps been more successful is it's never had that one must play experience that a lot of people want to go there for, even though I think they've taken some swings at that. I think it'll be the same for the metaverse too. Yeah. It's a hits based business, and until there's something that a lot of people want to go there and do, it probably won't see much action.
Yeah, it's like 3D TV. It's just that every company in the world spending billions of dollars hoping it's going to be the next big thing, but there's no guarantee, right?